Guys, look around. This is the traffic. Huge traffic before Chinese New Year in Shanghai Hongqiao train station. Now I'm here, and I strongly recommend you to also order something if you really want to take some food to the train. I searched the Burger King and order online, so now I'm about to grab my takeaway. Just see how many people. There are three ways to eat food on the train. The first one is to buy the food offered by the train, which I do not usually recommend. These train foods usually include rice and several pre-cooked dishes, just like what you can see on airplanes, so the tastes are often bad and you won't have many choices. The price varies across different lines, and some can be really expensive as 60 yuan, which is definitely not worth it. The second way is to order food in the station. You can have a lot of choices from these trusted chain restaurants such as McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, Subway, you name it. The bad side is their price is a little bit higher than outside of the station, and you have to arrive here a little bit earlier to order this food. This time I ordered the food online using WeChat mini apps. Neither McDonald's nor Burger King mini app provide English version, which could be quite a challenge for travelers, as it is so easy to click the wrong option. So my suggestion is to come to the station a little bit earlier, head up to the second floor and order the food in person. The last way is to order a takeaway on the train. There's normally a QR code beside your seat. Scan it, you can go into the online store of the train. The website is completely in Chinese, so you may need some translation, and this is one of the bad sides. You can find some McDonald's and KFC inside and order for takeaway sending to a seat in one of the following stops. Still, the price is higher than outside, and it can also charge you a fee of 8 yuan. But this is still very useful if you have a long trip and you want some hot food exactly in lunch or dinner times. If you have booked the ticket departing from Shanghai Hongqiao Station and you take a metro to go to the station, you will find this tip very helpful. After you go out of the metro check-in gate, you are actually in the underground and you need to find the escalator to go out to the departure. And there are escalators on both sides. The question is which way to go. The tip is first to look at your check-in gate. You may find it on the place where you booked your tickets, and there are 30 gates in Hongqiao Station. And if yours is between 1 to 15, go this side, otherwise go west side. In this way, after you get to the departure, you will find your check-in gates much closer to you. Extremely helpful if the station is super crowded, so that you don't have to move a long way through the people. It's really tired. I'm really tired. I'm all wet. My train is late for 38 minutes. I'm not happy. And now I have to figure out where to stay. Let me briefly introduce the background. I heard that there was a very heavy cold weather in Wuhan and everything was frozen. This is not snow, it's icy rain. While I'm providing electricity for the train, also frozen. Train to not get enough electricity in Wuhan, in Hubei province. So that's why all the lines went through there, either late, postponed, or cancelled. Fortunately, my line was not cancelled, but still it is postponed, and hopefully I will be able to go today. Yeah, finally after waiting for more than 1 hour, I guess delaying for 58 minutes, yeah, I go downstairs and they allow me to enter the train.
A few moments later.
My train was supposed to arrive around 10, but it was delayed to 12 p.m. right now. After a 4-hour journey, I finally arrived in Wuhan, my hometown. A city that has gained global attention due to the COVID-19. Wuhan is not a traditional tourist destination, so I can see many visitors leave disappointed. This is true because Wuhan really does not have any things to see, not like Beijing, Shanghai, or Chengdu, but you can still definitely have a nice experience with some guidance. Maybe someday I will create another video to guide you to the city's hidden gems. So what happened just now was all the machines are broken down because this train line is delayed for quite a long time. So this station not prepared pretty well for this situation. All the people need to go to one channel for manually checking their tickets. I have arranged for a Didi, China's version of Uber, to pick me up in the station's parking lot. For those of you who have Didi on your phone, I highly recommend ordering a taxi online. It's a much more efficient option than waiting in line at the taxi stand. This is a pickup place. It was all painted in orange. This is really good. You can see there was snow here. And later I found icy rain or frozen rain can be much detrimental. The rain will quickly freeze on the wire and impose much more pressure in a very short time, finally destroying the power supply, while snow needs to pile quite a moment to have the same effect.
The next day.
During the Chinese New Year, I was caught up in family affairs, so I didn't manage to film much. But on the 5th day of the New Year festival, I finally had some time to go out and show you how people celebrate. Firstly, we will go to a temple fair, and later I plan to go to a shopping street to show you the nighttime of Spring Festival. Hello everybody! Still, we are in Chinese New Year, and in the last section I went back to my hometown, Wuhan. In this section, I will show you the temple fair, which is a very traditional activity during the Chinese New Year. Also, this is my first time to actually go to a temple fair because I was born in 1990s and not as very traditional people. This is Guiyuan Temple, an iconic landmark in Wuhan, built in the 1600s during the Qing dynasty. It is a popular spot for people to pray for good fortune in the new year. Vendors here everywhere are keen to sell incense sticks, which are believed to carry your wishes to the heavens when burned within the temple grounds. But later I was told that the tickets for the temple including 3 incense sticks free, so you don't have to buy them outside the temple. I am not here to pray, I'm looking for the traditional temple fair. Historically, vendors would gather around the temple to sell snacks and crafts to the visiting prayers, leading to the creation of the temple fair, a vibrant, bustling event. You see they are selling books and some religion stuff. Here are some books to tell you about feng shui, to tell you about what is lucky. And they are selling food. And this food is for pre-ordering. Not buy them here, but order and then send it to your home. I think they are making some paintings with sugar and shells. First of all, you need to rotate that stick, and the craftsman will give you that figure where the stick ends pointing to. But actually, if you don't satisfy, just tell the craftsman what you want. You cannot pick up the figures in the 4 corners because they are much bigger. See, there's even a Peppa Pig in the pool. Very in trend. That girl just picked out a kitten. Let us see how the craftsman will make it with sugar. Almost done, the sugar just quickly solidified, and the maker is carefully taking the sugar painting off the table. At 10 RMB per each. And I don't think sugar really worth its price. The value actually weighs on the painting itself. Visiting temple fair gradually became a traditional activity, so many Chinese families would come here during the New Year festival. However, it seems to have become more organized over time, with counters mostly sponsored by well-known brands. I think traditionally the temple fair should be composed by private street vendors with a much more bustling atmosphere. It is 2024 right now, so it's hard to say whether this change is good or bad. This is an advertisement from a dentist. Advertisement from a restaurant. Another restaurant. Yeah, this is the most interesting thing. The counter for metro. The supermarket metro. 这是可以吃的吗？
可以吃。对，现在剩下这是摆件，干果。
So this is edible, some little cake crafted in flowers shape. The whole temple fair will last for 7 days. There will be a lot of activities such as tradition lessons and interactive activities and also lotteries. This is tohu, or arrow potting, an ancient entertainment that involves throwing arrows into a pot or jar. This activity was popular in ancient parties where everybody could be super drunk and all of them tried hard to win this game with their little consciousness. And this is jianzi, also a very traditional game. You may find it still very popular in every park in China. This is just like ancient hockey. This is the earliest soccer in the world, called Cuju in Chinese, invented back to 2,000 years ago. It is actually much more difficult to modern soccer because the ball is not allowed to touch the ground and the goal is to shoot into that small hole. Just think about how hard it is to kick a basketball into the hoop. Although China has a very long history of soccer, our soccer national team is the worst in the world. Don't know how to explain why, so many reasons behind it. But they just never failed to disappoint us. And here, you can even see some counters from insurance and securities companies. I don't see many fresh street foods here, and that is a counter for cosmetic stuff. Oh, okay. Finally some barbecue, but only one counter. Here's another interactive activity. Some children are here performing traditional art called paper cutting. This craft is often associated with festivals and celebrations, and the final output can depict various figures such as animal, people, or even stories. A very good decoration in people's home. These are some cosplays. It reminds me of the Disneyland, although much more simple. It is good, as for now, providing some vibe for the Spring Festival. I think we are coming to the end of the temple fair, and this is actually the entrance. And overall, it is much different from how I expected. I supposed there would be many street foods, but I've only seen few barbecue and dessert counters that are no different from what you can see in any shopping streets. And so many commercial stuff. Many brands set up their counters here and they seem to be not trying to sell anything but making advertisements. I feel like not attending a temple fair, but an exhibition or something. But the good thing is they still keep some tradition and they would like to engage in setting up many interactive activities. And I can tell they are all well organized by some volunteers. And if I was a child, I would definitely have a nice experience here and at the same time take some knowledge back home. Wow, this man is doing a very good job. They will have all the bubble at the entrance of this temple fair instead of blowing bubbles all the way. This is a good creation. a superb concert. And you can see all the instrument players are old people. Glad to see all of them are enjoying performing. The vocal is really solid. There are also some countries outside of this temple there. And I believe here you can find more traditional food. Steamed dim sum. Still kebab. Haha. Check this out. Look at the prices. The mascot of Beijing Winter Olympics and bell bricks. You should not believe these are original ones. 30 yuan for 20 chances, and they will send you one panda mascot even if you fail all the chances. Looks pretty fair. But I just don't enjoy everybody's looking at me, and I would be super nervous. So that's it. Let's jump to the next place.
A few moments later.
Okay, this is the last day of Chinese New Year holiday, and it's 8 o'clock right now. We are about to visit Wuhan's largest shopping street, Jianghan Road, and let us see how young teenagers spend their last day of Chinese New Year holiday. You see here, there's still a lot of cars, a lot of people. Quite similar to Nanjing Road in Shanghai or Wangfujing in Beijing. It's the vibrant heart of Wuhan's commerce and culture. You'll notice a mix of Western-style architecture here, remnants from over a century ago when Wuhan was a foreign concession. Different to the Nanjing Road, Jianghan Road actually has a lot of activities, especially for youngsters, such as you can play escape room. There's a lot of escape rooms on Jianghan Road. Many buildings are intentionally left its original appearance in 100 years ago. Traced back to 1920s, I think, with more than 100 history. And it is heard that still some people are living inside these buildings. And also some rooms are converted to restaurants. If you would like to know which food is good, just choose the one with the most people waiting in line. Alright, let's talk about this food center. If you are new to China, the food center might be good for you because you can have a lot of choices and you don't have to do a lot of research, but they don't really serve the best, the most delicious food. Take squid kebab as an example. You can find it in every street, in every shopping street, but these are not traditional Chinese food. And why they are selling such food? It is because they are very easy to make. With very little efforts and very low cost, they can have a nice flavor and cater most of the customers. And it can be very profitable. But they are just not the best food. Instead, I would recommend using Dianping, China's version of Yelp, to discover some authentic and delicious dining spots. Oh, Nubian pancake. Chinese people love Nubian pancake. But I don't know whether this is some real Indian food. Full of teenagers outside of the lottery station. A very trendy phenomenon nowadays because the economy is not really that good and teenagers need to have some dreams. Okay, this is a large Puma store. Wuhan is now the home to the largest number of university students in China, and Jianghan Road is a must-visit destination for them. That's why you will find numerous escape rooms, board game clubs, and scripted murder mystery clubs along the street.
We saw a lot of kick-cap player. Wow, that's a professional.
And an even larger Nike store. Very Western style architectures.
I know many people would come here to see this 4D cinema. So I have been waiting here for maybe 10 advertisements, and I finally see this. Yeah, then advertisement.
I have to mention, in Wuhan, we have our own EV brand called Dongfeng or Voya. Their cars are not selling very good, especially when you compare to BYD. But heard their quality is really good. And look at this fancy appearance, wow! What you can ask more? If the price is fair, what you can ask more for it? So I just want to show some support, show some respect of my hometown brand.
This is the third Nike store I have seen, maybe the fourth.
Look, you can still see beggars in China actually, but most people tend to ignore them for fear of a scam. So less beggars now because it is very hard. It is so much harder for them to make money.
Okay, so let us wrap up the journey here, because there's still a lot to explore, there's still a lot of road to go, but the people just way too many, and I never expect that there will be so many people here. As I said, this is the last day of the holiday, and tomorrow morning I need to go back to work, and I also need to back to work tomorrow morning.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.